Hi there, my name's Grant and welcome to 45 Fitness, and in this video I am going to show you 5 simple things that you can add to your daily regime every day that will help you to lose weight and fat in 30 days and feel great in the process. So if you're excited to watch this video, why not like, why not subscribe to the channel to get more content like this? So just a little bit about me before I get into everything. My name's Grant. Full acts of honesty and transparency. I'm not a doctor. I am just a normal guy trying to improve my health. I'm very much into health and wellness. I read all the research. I test things out because I'm 48 now and I'm in over 40. Your health can, we can start having health problems. So it's never been more important if you're over 40, this channel is more aimed at people over 40 who really want to optimize their physical and mental health so they can live their best life. I'm just going to share what I'm doing, what's working for other people so you can live a better life through better mental and physical health. So if that's exciting, why not come along for the journey? So I'm not going to preach to you. I'm just sort of kind of like a guide. I'm going to share what's working for me. And I'm going to tell you a little story quickly before I get into this because it will help you. So in autumn 2022, I'll never forget, I watched a video. It was Dr. Berg, who's big on health, and he was interviewing a guy. Basically, he had cancer, but he didn't want to go down the traditional route of chemotherapy. So basically, he did his own research and found that intermittent fasting has shown that can help to cure cancer. Not in everyone, but in some people it has worked. Anyway, long story short, I watched that video and I was fixed because basically they discussed other things about fasting and it just hooked me. And the long story short, it just hooked me on a new path to better health and wellness. And yeah, from that moment on, I really made a pledge to myself to really improve and optimize my health. I've always generally been healthy, but as we age, we let things slide. At the time, I've never been fat, but I'm starting to grow a little bit of a belly. I was feeling a bit tired and lethargic, and I know my diet wasn't as good as it could be. So I made a thing to myself to really just improve my health. And ever since then, my health has really improved. So basically, the first thing I did, I started doing intermittent fasting. If you don't know what that is, it's where you basically abstain from eating for a set period of time. I started doing that. I started cutting massively down on snacking, cut down on sugar, started exercising more, started doing lots of walking, started drinking more water. And literally within 30 days of doing these things, the fat pooch around my belly disappeared, literally. And I had more energy and more mental clarity than I've ever had before. I felt great. And basically since then, I've been hooked. And that is basically how I got into this whole health and wellness. And this is really the things I want to share with you because they're simple. They're not necessarily easy. I'm not going to preach that this is so easy and it's some wonder thing. It's going to be difficult, especially if you've never done it before, but these things absolutely work. And try it. I'm not saying, you've got to do it. If you want to lose weight and feel great, if you're worried about your health, and maybe you're a bit overweight, maybe you're worried, you're heading towards diabetes, heart disease, do these things because these 5 things can change your life. And that's not hype. They really, really can. And they're all free. Anyway, let me run through the list for you. So the first one is intermittent fasting. Now, I've been learning about intermittent fasting over the past 2.5 years. And before I really got into this, I thought it was more for religious reasons. I didn't really understand it. I was completely ignorant. And I just thought, I don't want to do that because I thought it's more religious. But stupid, ignorant me. The power of intermittent fasting is incredible. Fasting is is such a powerful way to optimize your health. So basically I'm just going to explain what I do. So I try and fast for about 12 to 15 hours a day. So what I'll do is I'll finish my last meal of the day at around about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I won't eat again until the following day until 8 p.m. And the reason why this is so powerful is because it helps to regulate my blood sugar levels and my insulin levels. Because the thing is, when you're constantly eating all the time, and we're all guilty of this, in the evening, after your dinner, you get a snack, you'll have some biscuits, you have some crisps, and the problem with that is, and you'll snack through the day, and the problem is, every time you eat, you spike your blood sugar levels, you spike your insulin levels, and when that happens, your body stores fat. And the thing is, what I've learned through the research and just everything is that when you've got high blood sugar levels and high insulin levels, your body struggles to burn fat. And that is why if you've got high insulin levels and you don't know about it and you're trying to lose weight, you can't, because your insulin levels are raised. And this is why intermittent fasting is key for what I've learned to lose weight and fat pretty quickly. I mean, the weight can really start to drop off because you're not only, because basically your blood sugar levels and your insulin levels are coming down. They're more stable. So that is the first thing I would try. Give it a try. See how it works for you. Have your last meal of the day at 5:30, 6 o'clock. You can go to 6:30 if you want, and try and don't eat again for 12 to 15 hours, whatever works for you, and just try it. Try it for 40 to 30 days and see how it helps you. And another thing I try, and I've done a couple of these, is try a 24-hour water fast, where basically you don't eat anything for 24 hours. You just drink water and obviously take in electrolytes because you don't want your electrolyte levels to become low. That is another powerful way to really optimize your health, because that once you start doing longer fasts, I'm not going to go into it in this video, you start activating something called autophagy. And autophagy is the body's sort of natural cleanup system where it can get rid of all of the dead cells, including, has been proven, autophagy can eat cancer cells and take them out of the body. So it's one of the most powerful things you can do for your body. It's incredibly powerful. And I would definitely give intermittent fasting a try if you want to lose weight and improve your health, and maybe even try a 24-hour water fast. If you try longer fasts, just make sure you're taking electrolytes, your sodium, magnesium, potassium, because when you just drinking water and you're not taking electrolytes, that can cause minor complications. So always make sure when you do fast, have your electrolytes ready. Just make sure if you take any electrolyte powders, you're not having powders with sugar in, because that will just break you fast. But anyway, try intermittent fasting. Try abstain from eating at the end of the day, 12 to 14 hours before your next meal. And if you really want to push it, you can cut out breakfast completely. Do a longer, like 18-hour fast, and just eat your first meal of the day, the following day at, say, 11:30. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Next, just stick to 3 healthy meals per day and cut out the snacking. I can't tell you, the biggest way what I've learned is how we gain weight is through snacking. We just taught, when you've had your breakfast, maybe after an hour, you'll grab the biscuits, and you have a biscuit or two at work or at home. Then, you'll have your lunch, and then, in the afternoon, you'll have afternoon teas, biscuits, crisps. And then you'll do the same in the evening. You might actually eat, including your main meals, 6, 7, 8 times a day. And the problem is, as I've just said, each time you eat, your blood sugar spikes and your insulin level will spike. And this just helps your body to store fat. And obviously, when you keep spiking your blood sugar over time, this can lead to pre-diabetes and diabetes, which is really detrimental to your health. So what I did when I went on my health thing is I just stuck to 3 healthy meals a day. I had a breakfast, I had a lunch, and I had a dinner. That's all I did. Those are the 3 things. I had a healthy breakfast, What you have for breakfast is up for you, but try and have something that has no, or well, ideally no sugar, low carbs. I mean, at the moment, what I'm having is I'm having 1 or 2 eggs on a piece of toast with rocket and tomatoes. I drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil, and basically the good thing about that is the eggs are protein. Eggs are one of the most nutritional things you can have, full of nutrients, K2, D3, which are great for your health. Lots of amino acids, omega-3s, and then obviously a small piece of toast for a little bit of carbs. Then rocket is incredibly healthy for you, lots of nutrients in there, and some tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil. And the beautiful thing about this breakfast is high in protein and also lots of nutrients, and it's fairly, I guess it's high in fat because of the eggs and the olive oil, but that's great because it won't spike your blood sugar. And you know, the problem is fat has been demonized because they're saying, oh, raise your cholesterol, but that has been proven that healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil, which are amazing monounsaturated, will not block your arteries or anything like that. Is rubbish. Anyway, that is what I have for breakfast. Then for my lunch, it just depends what I fancy. I might have chicken and salad, or maybe I'll just have some soup if I'm not that hungry. So I'll keep it fairly heavy. So I have chicken and salad, or maybe I'll have like chicken and rice, something like that. But yeah, I will keep it healthy. I definitely have protein. I'll have some natural fats like olive oil, and maybe just a small portion of carbs as well. Then for dinner, which is mainly my main meal of the day, I'll just sort of, you can eat, what you want. I'm just telling you what I have. I'll have, chicken and salad, or chicken and veg, or one I really liked is I'll do a chicken breast. I'll put olive oil, herbs on it, lemon, and I'll do some roasted veg. And the roasted veg I'll do is broccoli, some red onion, some peppers, maybe some, courgettes, maybe a frozen garlic, and drizzle it with olive oil. Cook it in the oven for 25 minutes, and it's beautiful. And I have that with chicken. Very filling, very nutritional, and great for you. And that is really what I do pretty much every day. Don't get me wrong, I still have my cheat meals. I still have a pizza, and then I'll still have the odd pack meal because I'm not perfect, but I really try and stick to the 3 healthy meals a day. I'm someone who quite enjoys breakfast, but if you really want to push it, you can cut out breakfast if you want. If you really want to minimize your calorie intake. But I'm someone who likes 3 meals a day. But the key thing is to really cut out snacking, and just have your 3 healthy meals a day. Next one, cut down or cut out sugar. Sugar is one of the worst substances you can put in your body. Sugar will obviously spike your blood sugar levels, insulin levels, means you're going to put on weight. Sugar, one of the main fuels of cancer and tumours is sugar. So obviously if someone's got cancer, the first thing you should do is cut out sugar because that will help starve the cancer. Just do it. Cut down or cut out sugar completely. Now obviously if you're having fruits, fruit obviously contains natural sugars, but that's obviously not quite as bad as obviously the sugar you get in sweets and chocolates because it's natural. And also the fiber in fruit will help to minimize the blood sugar spikes you have. But yeah, if you're eating a lot of sugar like fizzy drinks, chocolate and stuff like that, just cut it out because the weight will fall off you. Now the next thing to do is to cut the carbs to around about 30, maybe 35, 40 grams a day. The thing is, what a lot of people don't know is a lot of carbs will spike your blood sugar. A lot of people think pasta's healthy, but every time you have pasta or rice or anything like that, or white bread, your blood sugar spikes because as soon as the carbs hit your blood sugar blood system, it turns to sugar and spikes your spikes your blood sugar levels and insulin levels. So that's why a lot of people who eat very carb heavy diets like a lot of bread, a lot of pasta, especially white pasta and white bread, they gain weight. It's because, yeah, soon as the carbs hit your bloodstream, or the pasta and rice or whatever, spikes your blood sugar. Now, my advice when taking carbs is, if you want carbs, have wholemeal pasta, wholemeal rice, because the thing is, the fiber in the wholemeal pasta and rice will minimize, the fiber will help to minimize the blood sugar spikes, because fiber is a substance that just minimizes the blood sugar spikes that you get. So that's the next thing I'll do. Now, the last thing I'll do, and this is great for your physical health and mental health as well, is just commit to go for a walk for 20 to 30 minutes a day. It's one of my non-negotiables. As soon as I've had my breakfast, I'll go out for a walk, 20 to 30 minutes. The good thing about having a walk after a meal is it will minimize the blood sugar spikes, because if you just say, for example, you eat a big fat donut, loads of sugar, loads of carbs, your blood sugar is going to go off the charts, which is really, really not good for your health. But if you have a donut and go for a walk or do some exercise, the blood sugar spike will be tempered. And that is why one of the reasons for going for a walk. I'll just throw that in there. But maybe after breakfast, if you've got time, go for a 20 to 30 minute walk. If you haven't got time after breakfast because you've got to nip out to work or whatever, try and have a walk in the evening. Just go for 20 to 30 minute walks. Walking is great for your health. It's low impact, gets you moving. It's great for your mental health. Try and walk in nature. It's low impact. And yeah, just go for a 20, 30 minute walk every single day. Commit to it. Try and do 2 walks a day if you can do it, because that will be great. If you do that, that is going to be great for your body. Walking is underestimated, both for your mental health and physical well-being. So, those are my 5 sort of tips I do pretty much every day that can help you to lose weight and fat in 30 days and feel great. When I did these things back in 2022, the weight fell off me. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3". I was always around 13 and a half stone. But I went down to under 12 stone. My weight was dropping down to 11 and a half stone. So much so that I had to start eating more. And basically I had abs for the first time. I'm 48. I had abs for the first time in over 10 years. This is how powerful this 5-step process is. Now, give these things a try. You don't have to do all of them. Just pick a couple of them if you want. But if you want to go all in, try all 5 things. Also, I just need to finish by saying this isn't, I'm not a doctor. I'm not, sort of like a, doctor. I haven't got all of a doctor's things. So just, if you try any of these things, excuse me. If you try any of these things and you're feeling unwell, that it doesn't work for you, just don't do it. But yeah, try these things. They're all natural, then they're all healthy. They're not going to harm you in any way. They're free. And these 5 things are some of the best things that you can do for your body to improve your overall health and wellness fast. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. I hope you found this video useful, informative. If you got value from it, why not subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be releasing regular videos to help you become physically healthier and mentally healthier so you can live your absolute best life over 40. Thanks for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon.